Recorded in City Inspector.
And that's what I say, man. I'd have been great, you know, because he'd have gone about a couple rolls. I'd put him down on the bottom, you know, and no problem. It'd been just as easy as doing what it was doing anyway. But if we had known that tearing them off and having to put stuff on because we didn't put it on there, it's a lot rougher, you know.
Well, you got a choice to make.
But I guess it's good information.
I'm in the office at noon from 12 to 1. You give me a call if you'd like to.
I got a number for you if you want to call Frank and get some help.
Yeah, because I got your permit for free too. He said, but he says it's pretty cheap.
It's all right. I can just have it.
26 bucks. Piss off more than that on a good dinner.
On a good dinner, yeah.
I will.
No, I bet.
Does it look like I don't eat?
I bet.
I know, like I say, you have a choice to make. You can get Kelly to make a different decision.
Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but if it was like 150 or something, then yeah, it's 26 bucks.
Or you can talk to...
Because the thing you got to understand is, with that pitch, no gutters, there's no way in hell you can form an ice jam on it. I tell you what, I won't argue with you at all if you tell me where the ice jam will form because of the dormer or the pitch and the gutter.
The inspector. I mean, he ain't got nothing to argue with. He's got a code that says it's supposed to be on there, and ain't got nothing to do with the other stipulations. When they write it, they write it.
The problem is when it does form.
Yeah.
The thing is, it won't form because there's no obstruction to stop it.
All I know is this program won't work if you guys are down here attacking the neighbors.
I know we ain't gonna sue each other. So, I mean, it's not like we got the general contractor out there waiting on the lawsuit to get slammed because some boy got an ice jam and it's
Not
low pressure up.
My neighbor.
It's a requirement of the city.
Yeah, and I know you're still right. As a code is a code.
The city wants things done right.
Well, you know, maybe the city shouldn't take into consideration your work.
The city, but you can't. I mean,
because I want you to tell me where the ice jam's going to
I like my job, and I have
you
to
tell
do
me where it's going to form.
I'll tell you what. If I don't do things
here's
right,
what I'll do.
you
tell me that those 3 rows need to be come off to put a piece of ice jam on there for it to be up to code. You tell me where that ice jam's going to form with no dormers, no gutters.
That's not up to me to tell you that.
If you can't tell me
where
where
it's at. This is what we were talking about at our neighborhood meeting.
Tell me where it's at.
This is exactly
what we were talking about.
You cannot tell me that an ice jam will form in there because you know there won't.
This lady can't even do her porch because these guys won't let her.
Tell me what.
Yeah,
up to me.
Yeah, they got a lady.
You're an inspector.
Yeah.
Means you got a little bit up here, right? You know a little bit about building, right? Good. Tell me what.
I've seen too many of them where they're up there chopping the ice off.
On this pitch with no gutters.
Yep.
You're full of beans too.
Yep.
Yep, he admits it.
Yeah, see
because
the problem
you
is,
know
man,
I do, there's no way that's going to leak.
And it's not so much you. I mean, and down in this neighborhood, we have a problem with the city because number one, man, first off, you got houses that are 100 years old plus or whatever. When the way we were built then, and there, you know, there's a difference between building up a new house and tearing something out and then having to rebuild it in the fashion. Things don't always go together, you know, exactly the way that they're supposed to. And people don't always want to spend their money.
I don't live in Bowman Woods like you.
Yeah, if they want to get it.
I didn't think they could change the code and make it.
It's like she says, they got a lady over here, they're riding her about her porch being crap, but you guys won't let her rebuild her porch.
Well, that's not up to me.
I know
that.
Yeah,
well, it is.
I can't believe they won't let her rebuild the porch either.
And I know, but
really?
I believe that.
I
believe her.
You see the controversy? Yeah, you guys do it all the time.
You guys do a lot of this.
Yeah, you went over to her Aunt Kathy's house on the southeast side, made the lady chop her tree out because it was going to fall over in the fence, and that lady got no money. She weighs 95 pounds out there trying to cut a tree down with a chainsaw.
But you see the middle of the road? Don't say that they stop you from doing that. Because 25 feet out from where the middle of the road is, because your road isn't straight, the road
your road's
diagonal here.
stuck.
I couldn't build my porch bigger. I can't even build a garage because
the zoning laws are like 100 years old.
In front of your house, in front of that house, in front of those houses, they're all restricted to be certain by back. You don't want people.
Your laws are outdated.
Porch 1 foot wider.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Don't say they restrict people because they do.
Yeah, I was going to say that stuff works great in some neighborhoods.
They have these rules.
I can't even build a garage.
And you can go to city council and get the rules changed, but
well,
you can't
we're
get me
explaining
not
we're explaining to you because you got more
built?
clout than we do.
I don't know.
Why? Because it can't be more than 50% of my square footage. I can't even put a 1-stall garage in.
I know, and that's another goofy rule. Like
you
I
know
say,
who.
get the rules.
But the thing is, you know who to
live in
talk
the
to
city,
more
go to
than
town,
we do.
get the
But what
rules
I'm saying
changed.
is,
I
you
can't
We're talking to you. We don't know who else to
but you
talk
know
to.
Yeah,
how
because if people like you are saying
know what I'm
something
saying?
when you go back from work about the problems, then they'll change them.
We're too busy trying to fix all this and fix you guys'.
Those 2 pieces of 60-weight paper.
I don't know. I just wrote Frank, told him to come down and help. Because this is ridiculous.
But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Code.
I know. He's still trying to argue whether it gets the ice jam or not.
Yeah, we need the ice jam on there, so I can
By the
rules,
code.
and then I take care of it.
Well, why can't you just walk away?
Because
Give
I
us
like
another
my-
couple more
I
hours.
like my job.
Why
Well,
don't you
in a
just-
couple more hours, you won't
And
be able to
that's
tell
my
the
job.
difference, right?
Hey, why don't you wait till 3 o'clock when the other guy comes rolling up and have him right off
If
on
he
it?
comes here at 3 o'clock and proves it, that is fine with me.
Yeah, that's it.
Because, I mean, if it's covered, how do you know? It's got 60 weight of paper up there.
And see, his point is he can't approve it if he knows, because then he'd be signing himself to something.
I know it's an
that,
ethical issue, but
yeah.
still.
So for him, you
Here's
know,
the
I
deal
mean,
with it.
we don't
Go
want to
over
put
my
him
bank
in that
account.
ethical issue if he doesn't have to be there.
Oh, it should be. You're
What's
going to
that?
cost me money over something as stupid as it's not rubber and it's paper.
I don't, if you think the laws are stupid, you can tell that to the judge.
Well, there's nothing
And
that'll
he can
happen
say,
today.
I agree with you or I agree with him, and that's one way to
You
do
know
it,
what?
but
By
it's
the
not-
time
it's
we're
not
telling the
way I
judge,
would
it's
want
because
it.
you
Okay,
guys
well,
have
then why don't we
already
do
fined
this?
people 4 times.
You can
so.
explain to the city why this roof is not
I
done.
mean, see, he's going back to the judge and that whole process thing, man. That's black
Explain to the
tape
city
and red
why that
tape. By
roof
the
is not
time we're
okay.
there, we owe the city $5,000 for not doing what they said.
Well, you know, the whole
You know?
program brought
Then you
these
gotta
guys
win
down
the
here in the
case.
first place.
Then you got to
It's
win
how
the
we
case
get-
to get
We get
out.
ignored any other time unless you guys want to come down here and inspect. And any other time we get ignored.
Every week, I want you to come over and take a picture and send me a nasty
No problem.
letter. The roof stays like this.
Not a problem.
You got 5 kids that are living in a moldy house. Remember, you did it.
All right, that's, you know, that's the way you want to go. That's, yeah, like I say, it's up to the judge.
And then, when I sue the
The judge
city for a
says, yep,
health
he's
hazard for
right.
getting my kids sick, you're going to be the first one lamed in the claim.
Yeah, the judge will say, yeah, you're the one that made your kids sick.
No, you
No.
made them sick by
Not allowing them to finish the roof.
when I don't even have
Oh,
a
I'm
waiver
allowing
on
you to finish the roof.
before.
I'm not the
Oh,
one
okay.
saying you're not.
Yeah, you are. You're saying that I can't finish the job because of
I'm
a rule for a
saying-
house with dormers.
He's saying
you need to finish
he's
the
job.
saying he can't approve the inspection knowing there's not an ice jam in it.
I mean, that's my job, is make
no,
things done right.
believe me, I totally
And-
understand that it's the code, and code is kind of like law, and you got to follow it somewhat in black and white.
Code is right.
Yeah.
I agree
Code
with
is
the
not
I don't
right.
have a problem with that.
They're 100
do too.
years old.
I do
Some of
too.
these
I don't
laws are
necessarily-
100 years
You want
old.
to make it to 120 years old.
I do too. I don't necessarily have a problem with the code
Hey,
or the fact
you
that
can call some numbers I have here if you want.
I'm gonna call Kay.
Who?
Kay,
Who's that?
the mayor.
We can get this cleared up another way though.
How's that?
I mean, there's no way in hell with 60 weight paper on there that thing's going to leak. I don't have any dormers.
You know, if I had a dormer there, it might cause a problem.
Call this number.
What's that?
His name is Frank.
Okay.
He's actually a neighbor around here.
Our council member?
I'm gonna leave.
Have a good day.
Are you gonna have John
Sorry.
give me a
Thank
shit?
you.
Or not John, you're John. What's the other guy's name?
Kelly.
Huh?
Kelly.
Yeah, could you have him stop by and have him inspect
Yeah,
it?
does he have an extension or so that when like you call the number?
Yeah, you
how-
can call down there and
What's the number then?
And get
ask for
Kelly's-
Kelly.
What's
Yeah.
the number?
286-5837.
286. And his name's Kelly then?
Yeah.
Nice guy, short, heavy set guy.
Yeah.
Not quite as much of a hard ass on the code.
But
Well,
that might be
he
true.
was.
It might not be true.
Yeah, I was
Do you have a
gonna say
card?
he was by the time he sat down there. Hey,
Thank you.
don't call that dude yet.
Don't call him yet.
Don't call that dude yet.
Call this guy first.
We should have left this dude alone the second that he said he didn't care if the other guy comes and approves it. This dude just ain't gonna approve it.
he gets out here.
Well, not
Call
till
this guy
3 o'clock
first.
This afternoon. Let me get the shingles.
Call this guy first,
Yeah,
'cause
let
he
me
can
get
help.
the shingles on the roof first, so that when he does come out here, he can say
365-4162.
that, you know, he couldn't see it.
4162.
36541.
62.
My phone is fucking down. 365.
4162.
Here, I'll give each of you a card.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Please don't litter in my yard.
I'll take it.
That's littering.
Code, code, code.